podcast. Come take this walk with me.
Yeah.
Where are you in this patiently waiting space?
What was the question? Sorry.
Where are you in this patiently waiting space to hear back from Ole Miss?
So application is complete. They have all my materials because campus was closed, which was a good lesson in patience because I'm like, all right, I submitted everything. You
Yeah,
started this application in October. You submitted it all,
yeah.
but now I had to wait for them because
Yes,
campus is
indeed.
closed.
Yes, indeed.
So
Yes,
it's given
indeed.
me some time to like reflect and use my coping skills and study for my test because I'm taking the NCMHCE next
Yes,
Saturday.
yes, indeed. You got this. You got this.
I have 8 direct hours left.
Woo, let's go. Let's go. You at the finish line. It's over
Oh my
with.
God.
It's over with.
I'm excited. I'm ready. I'm excited. I started looking for houses.
Good.
We're gonna
Good.
figure out the money part. I'm not even worried about it. I'm
Yes,
not
and
worried about the money.
I'll speak it now. You will be an MBCC fellow. So, whether it's your first year, second year, it's going
Mhm.
to happen. I'm speaking
It's
it
going to
now.
happen. It's
It's
going to
going
happen.
to
I
happen.
was going to ask you the I am him shirt. I was
Yes.
asked to be on a panel next month. Can I get an I am her shirt?
You damn right. You did. What color you want? What color?
Green. Always
Green.
green. Or
Done.
black, either.
Green and black.
Okay. That works for me too. That works for me too.
Ah,
I have
yes,
an
indeed.
idea for like leggings too
Yes, indeed.
that are
Let's go.
gator scales leggings and shorts for the men's
I'm with it. I'm
or the
with it.
people that don't like leggings.
This is happening. Okay.
Mhm.
This is happening. Done. Okay. What else you need?
So when you were in this stage,
Mhm.
so because you were licensed before you got your PhD, correct?
Yeah, I was licensed. I was a supervisor too. I was
Okay.
done. I was done.
Okay. So when you had applied and you're in this stage, if you could go back, what would have helped your transition be healthier for you? Like, what ducks do you think could have supported
Hmm.
you?
Great question.
What practices could I
Great
start to
question.
tweak?
Yeah, great question. If this is so good, and for those listening that's in this space and time, like get your notebook. So I feel as though number one, I would have upgraded or evolved my self-care practices.
Okay.
So let me break that down.
Yeah.
Being a master student and then working in the profession for years after. So I was 6 years post masters when I got
Oh,
into that.
same.
Okay, there it is. No coincidence. So 6 years post, so I had a lot of experience, a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And I was learning self-care along the way. However, if I could do it again, I would have wanted to know more. So your self-care has to evolve to the level that you're about to go. The level that you're about to go is a doc student, which is very different from a graduate student. These are two different worlds.
So
Okay.
excited.
Okay, these are two different worlds. So the terminal degree,
Yeah.
terminal death. Like you could you could die. This could kill you if you allow it. So you have to upgrade your self-care to match where you're about to go.
Okay.
What that looks like, yo, self-care need to be on at a doctorate level. What's a doctorate level? Going to the dentist, getting your damn teeth clean,
It's
getting
on my
into
list for this
routine.
week is to do all that stuff.
See what I'm talking about? Get doctor's
Mhm.
appointments, making sure you getting checked out from any all of that. Make sure everything is good. Bridget,
Mhm.
what's up? Welcome to the show. We in the middle of it. We in the middle
Hey.
of it. Uh
Blessings.
so yeah, just giving yourself permission to find what is it that I like? What is it that I like to do? How do I recharge? How do I take care of me in this level, in this way that adds more value? For example, old past self-care, hair did, nails did, everything did. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's cool. It feels good. It's fine, but it doesn't bring the value as much as a yoga session, hot yoga session, another session on top of that, like, therapy session or whatever. Like that may give you more value. A session out in nature, grounding and sound
Mhm.
baths and all of that,
Mhm.
saunas and retreats. That's doctoral level self-care. You know what I'm saying? And that's my challenge. So that's at a macro level. That's at a big level. To go micro level is what are the small things that I can begin to implement to give me back me whenever I lose me. When I'm dysregulated, when I'm exhausted, when I'm
Mhm.
frustrated, I'm overwhelmed, what are the quick hits I can get that's healthy? Not let me go get a bottle down at the store. Let me go do this or that, but let me find the small things. My community. Can I connect to my community? Can I connect to my people? Hey, I need a session. I need a minute. I need a time, in Marco Polo, whatever.
Mhm.
So you want to look at macro level and micro level at the level you're about to be, which is a doc student. So that's number one, like enhancing your self-care practices. Number two is to freaking relax. Relax. Hush. It's coming. It's going to work out. Don't worry about it. It's a reason you don't know nothing. You ain't supposed to know nothing.
Yeah.
So hush and be a person that don't know nothing about this level that you're about to go. So be
Yeah.
present
Okay.
and expect it, whatever it is, expect it. So speak it, talk it, um, all of that, and be patient in the process. Number three, I would map out what I wanted to do before I even showed up. So,
Okay.
and you can start small. First year, what do I want to accomplish? Get this license, you know what I'm saying? Reestablish the private practice in Mississippi, whatever. Start small on what Meg wants to do and make that list, put it somewhere and leave it where it's at. Once you get in, you get settled, you get acclimated, boom, let me go to this list. What's important to me now? Half of that stuff gonna be gone. Half of that stuff don't even matter, okay? But you at least have a plan. Because to me, when it comes to getting your doctorate, it's two worlds happening at the same time. That's your personal and your professional, and you're evolving in it in real time. My humble opinion, getting your doctorate is not about the piece of paper at the end. It's not about your TAM. It's not about the regalia. It's not about that. That's a part of it. What it's about is the person you become because of your experience in the doctoral program. That's the next level. So look at
Yeah.
this as an opportunity. To me, you would say like boot camp for the military. Like for the next 3, 4 years, I'm going to boot camp. I'm going to a whole nother place and world temporarily to
Mhm.
become somebody else when it's all said and done. Make it personable. Make it professional. What do I want to do professionally when this thing all said and done? I ain't know that. I ain't know none of that. What I
Oh.
did know was F tenure. And for those who listening
Yeah.
who ain't
Yeah.
never heard this before, I'll say it plainly. Fuck tenure. I said it as a first year doc student. Folks lost their mind. What? What? You can't say that? How come I can't? It's free speech. Fuck you. And fuck tenure. How about that?
Yeah.
So that's what I got into, but I didn't give myself permission to dive into that world because I was the only one. So recognizing I'm the only one, I stopped speaking out loud as often as I would because I was the
Mhm.
only one. So take up space, use your voice, use your gift, use your power, use your presence. You deserve to be there or you wouldn't be there. Facts.
Mhm.
Which leads to my next one. I got plenty. You asked me.
That's why I asked. So I
And
asked because I got what 6 months? Not even. Yeah, 6 months from now
there
I
it
will
is.
be there.
So, in the meantime, in between time, preparation would be start building your network.
Mhm.
So, Brian, connect with Brian, Dr. Hicks,
Yeah.
all these different people, start building with them so like, I don't want y'all to think I'm just reaching out when I need you. I want to establish a relationship. So when I
Mhm.
do need you, I got you. When I do have a question or whatever, I have something. So you want to build that relationship because one of the hardest things in the doc program is isolation. And you can be in isolation in the middle of everybody. Come on. Thank you, Bridget.
Mhm.
You can feel isolated in the middle of a crowd of people because there's a lot of people you may come encounter with that don't understand the culture. They don't understand differences. They don't understand our lived experiences. So therefore, it gets really lonely. So you want to have a emergency backup plan. Where's my people? Because that was one of the most powerful things that I had to learn in real time because I didn't understand it. Being the only Black male in my program, in my department, it was lonely more often than not because I didn't have community. So fortunately for me, being a member of a fraternity, the first place I went to find community was in the graduate chapter of my fraternity, and that led to me having community there and being able to establish that. So when I had those tough days, when I had the racism and everything else in between, I knew where I could go to find my place of refuge. and that was with the bros. And the bros brought women and other people around. So I was around community and family when I needed, especially on the weekends or, during the week. So that's something I would highly recommend building now. Don't wait until you're there. So that's what's off the top of my head that I can think about. Great question. But those are all the things that I learned in it.
Mhm.
But if I could have done it differently, I didn't know what I didn't know. But if I knew differently, I would have set a lot of these things up and just massaged and managed them while I was in the space. Excellent question. So Bridget, catching up, the question relates to transitioning, going from,
Mhm.
master's or being professional into a
Mhm.
doctoral program, and how do you prepare, or best
Yeah.
ways to prepare. So I'm sharing ways that if I could have did it differently, I would have did those things that I just mentioned.
Love
So
it.
yes, yes. So we're here. Bridget, how are you? What's the latest? What's the news? What's the word? What you need?
I'm well. I've been digging into the case studies and the practice exams for my exam on the 3rd for the LPCC.
Stuff.
I also have been looking into PhDs in the counseling education.
Let's go. Let's
So
go.
yeah, I'm like, why not apply for fall?
Come
And that
on.
scares the living daylights out of me.
Come
And I'm
on.
like, what am I waiting for? Like, I'll be licensed with my MFT by then as well.
Wow.
Um, w- just keep going.
Yes. I
So
love it. I
it's
love it.
scary. And I'm like, man, I also need a network too, because I need to see who's going to pay for this.
Yes, indeed.
That's how I'm looking at it. Who's paying for this? I'm like, I need to sit with him.
Yes.
I need to sit with him and let him know how I could serve our population and if
There
he
it
would
is.
fund me.
There it is. Bridget,
Mhm.
you moving. You are moving at light speed because this
Yeah,
wasn't even a topic last year. It
no,
was like in the vicinity, but quietly. You know what I'm saying? Now
right.
you're talking about it.
Yeah.
Ooh, I see you. You got
So,
Meg. You got
yeah,
Meg is in it now,
Yeah,
Meg.
no,
I
I'm in there.
know.
I'm in there. And I've never looked into it, but I've always heard that there's native in my family. I just don't know when the people are on
Yeah,
this earth side, but I got the cheekbones for it. So that might be an option too.
yeah,
Look into it.
absolutely.
Look into it. So, what questions do you have? How can I assist? How can I support?
What's wild is I come to this space to actually speak out loud the things that are in my heart because I don't have other spaces that I feel confident in saying those things.
Yeah, yeah,
So these things have been like living and thriving within, and I'm moving in that direction.
good
So
stuff.
I think I come here to just like, I'm really scared about this. I'm really scared that I'm actually considering like this program. And now I'm said it out loud to like my clinical supervisor. And she's been in the field. She's a licensed social worker. She's been doing this for 10 years. And she's like, I was done with my master's and said, I'm good. She's like, you
Mm,
really inspire me.
wow.
I'm like,
Wow.
well,
Yeah.
we need more representation, you know?
Agreed.
And that's my
Agreed.
purpose is representation because I could sit with 2 licenses and still do the work that I want to do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I love it. Bridget, you in
Yeah.
the right space. And I'm so thankful that you're here.
Hmm.
100%. I'm so proud. I'm impressed. And for
Yeah.
me, it's like, in my opinion, whatever it is that we want to do, that means we can do it. We
Hmm.
just don't know it. We just don't believe it. So whatever is in you, because the last thing before the PhD was the Multicultural Center, which is huge. You know what I mean? So to me, it aligns.
Yeah.
It aligns. All of this stuff aligns. It's the
Hmm.
stuff that's in you that we keep hidden because of the environments that we're in, where,
Hmm.
like you said, it's not safe to share
Hmm.
because it don't take much for somebody to shit on our dreams. It don't
Yeah.
take much.
Yeah.
And if I'm already like unsure and you shut me down, I can spend the next 5 or 6 years not saying anything. And that's a real thing, Bridget. It's a real
Hmm.
thing. And that's why I value this space because I'm going to talk this ish because I want y'all to talk it too because we deserve it.
Yeah.
Great at who we are and
Yeah.
what we do. We just didn't know it. Now
Yeah.
we know, or we're getting to know. So I'm proud, I'm impressed, and I feel like you began to tap into that inner you in more ways than you ever have. And now
Yeah.
all this stuff is coming out. It's not new.
Yeah.
It was hidden and now
Hmm.
it's out. And you're in a community now, for all of you here, you're in a community now of people who've been quiet in themselves, again, because of PPTs, that are now opening up to themselves and
Yeah.
others in a safe space. So I'm here for all of this,
Yeah.
all of it.
Well, I do want to, you know, I don't, I know I'm talking to two athletes here. I watch sports. My boys played sports. But I also, I think culturally, as I'm doing a lot of work with my native roots and realizing, the colonization of sports and how that really is a thing in this nation.
Yes, indeed.
Hmm.
So I've really stopped watching and endorsing a lot of things that I used to do. And I had to watch the Bad Bunny concert.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And
Because the game wasn't
man,
worth a damn. And I love
At all.
football
At
more than
all.
life.
it
Okay.
was a joke. I could hear it from a distance as I was studying at my parents' house because they were only watching it because they were waiting for the Bad Bunny concert to start. And I'm listening and I'm like, what a joke. Of
It
all
was
those
not worth.
teams that played so great over the last whatever season, and this is what's on TV.
Yeah.
But yeah, my heart was so full. Like I keep rewinding to see that piece because I made sure that I recorded it. There's like so many messages within what he said, and that in itself, like I was in tears watching it live. I was like, oh my God, there's actually someone speaking truth to this world and our nation,
Mhm.
and how we as Black and brown folks, we live every day being ashamed and maybe feeling not worthy of spaces. And here he is, unapologetic. And I'm like, these are the things that I tap into to fill my cup. And like this is right here is, the Dr. Jason Branch show and the concert. And so
Mhm.
I feel the same way when I come here. Like I just feel like if it's not filling my cup with joy and inspiration and positivity and affirmation, like I don't want anything to do with it.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So yeah, I think that for this, I can't help but continue to reflect on that moment in time.
oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's good. Meg, jump in there.
It's good. And as you were talking about that, I was thinking about lacrosse because, I mean, that is a native sport that you
Mhm.
wouldn't know it based on the
Right.
most of the people who play it now.
Mhm.
It's usually very affluent
Yep.
white
Yep.
men that
Mhm.
play. And you're like, how? What?
Mhm. Mhm.
But then you look at a sport like the sport that I played in college, I was the first one on my college team.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now I went back and now there's more, but it's like, that was
Mhm.
2012. So,
Yeah.
like I can think about things like that happen that were always like there's the first black girl on the ice hockey. So we're still
Mhm.
making
Yes.
strides. And it also reminds me of my favorite Harriet Tubman quote that I got tattooed on my arm this year. And we're all doing this quote where the quote is, I go to prepare a place for you. So we have to go out and leave our families, leave what we know to cross whatever that thing is, to then look back and say, okay, I found it over here. We can do
Mhm.
this over here. We're going to have to be brave. We can do
Mhm.
this. And so when I tell clients about this too, I'll use that as an example and I'll say, okay, yeah, you had to leave the ocean or you had to leave the shore. You can't even see that shore. But now this island looks like Trauma Island and this island looks
Mhm.
also like Trauma Island. So how do we are there sharks over there? Is it safe? And so
Hmm.
using the practices that you have to know what you know and then keep going because
Yeah.
excited and nervous feel the same.
Come on.
It's just
Come
how
on.
you frame it. And
Yes.
a lot of things are like that. Like our emotions feel the same until you tell yourself. So it's like, are you calling your emotions forward? Are you just letting them come up and then you're getting to it
Yeah.
after that?
Yeah.
And it's not always ours.
These are
It
facts.
might be my
No.
grandma's shit from 50 years ago that is bumping
Exactly.
up in me.
Exactly.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah.
So the themes I'm hearing, this is so good. This is the lab, y'all. Okay. For those who are not here right now, this is what this looks like. It was just me and Meg for a minute. Bridget, come on. It's a whole nother vibe. It don't matter who here.
Mhm.
I can be here by myself. We still gonna have a good time. We talking about every version of me. So with the
Mhm.
themes that I'm noticing, what y'all are talking about is us, who we are, black and brown people, people of color, BIPOC, um, being present in multiple spaces that there were barriers and systems that prevented us from even being in the spaces. Now we're overcoming these systematic issues, concerns by being in the place in space. And like you said, Meg, making room for those who are coming after us. Because here we are, 2026, and we're still talking about first. That is due to so many layers upon layers of systems and generations and trauma and everything else in between. So these places and spaces that we're infiltrating, not, I wouldn't even say infiltrating, that we're being involved in because we can. It's not hidden, we're not spies. This is not an espionage mission. We here loud and proud. And for me, I think it's really important, not I think, it's really important for us to stand in our truth in all of these spaces, all of them, from the clinical mental health piece, marriage and family, before your license, when you're licensed, as a supervisor, as a professor, faculty, because that's what's happening, as a doc student, everything, because you belong wherever you are. The perception is that we don't. So when it comes to sports and like y'all were saying, sports and academia and where you are, corporate, capital, you name it, we're there. But because of what we were taught and told, we don't allow ourselves to be fully present.
Mhm.
And I can't be fully present if part of me is still protecting.
Yeah.
I can't
Mhm.
be it because at any point in time, I don't know who finna
Mhm.
come sneak me. I
Yeah.
don't know. And where we are now, in my humble opinion, we're moving away from this protection piece to the openness. And that's what I'm creating here because I'm open in these personal, professional spaces, which is a fight. Whoo, y'all stay with me. It's a fight. I've been decolonizing from the inside out for over 20 years.
Yeah.
And I decided that's a fight, that's work. Let me build my own where that I don't have to decolonize. That's what got us here. But I had to do it in that space in order to
Yeah.
create this space. Need y'all to see this in real time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Ah,
that it brings another layer to the gator analogy because instead of fighting like this, your armor is just a part of you.
come
And you
on.
can like tap into like this scale does this now.
Yes,
Mm.
Maybe this one's the torpedo one.
there it
And
is.
this one is like fireworks and confetti, depending on
All
what's
day
going
long.
on. You know,
This
like
this one is the fucks I stopped giving. This one right here. This is
and I think that goes back to what you said earlier, like upping your self-care, like
Yeah.
you got to do
Yeah,
what works at every stage.
absolutely. Because we have to protect us. Like we are some really big, powerful spiritual beings, and we don't know it.
Right.
Don't know it.
Yeah.
And that's my belief as
Mm.
people that's part of BIPOC community, like we're different, man. We always have been. And we've to feel connected, to feel a part of, we compromise, we assimilate, we're quiet, we're doing different things and understand where it came from. If you think
Yeah.
about the origin, how we were raised, what were we taught? To move a certain way for protection. It's to
Right.
keep us alive based
Right.
off of what our parents and their parents gave. And it's 2026, baby. It's 2026. It ain't the 50s, it ain't the 40s, it ain't 30s, it ain't 20s, it ain't the 1800s.
It's
It's 2026. So therefore, we are supposed to be here. We're supposed to take up a lot of space because I can't see it any other way anymore. And that's based on facts. What are the facts? I'm supposed to have a seat at the table. If anything, I will turn this table over.
I can bring my own chair too.
All day long, all day long. With that said, this is
bring
happening
my own table.
organically. This is happening
Huh?
organically.
What do you
Bring
say?
my own table.
This is
Bring my
true.
own
I don't
table.
need a table. I can
Creating
hold
our
it.
own table.
Come
Mhm.
on. So this is so good. This is so organic because this just happened because of the Law and Ethics Conference in NBCC. I'm giving y'all this in real time. This is my community. Y'all get full access. So being at NBCC conference, symposium and law and ethics, this is the most BIPOC conference ever for me in NBCC symposium. Never seen anything else like it. So being in that space and being 10 years removed, I've celebrated 10 years being a fellow and coming back, I was able to experience the impact and legacy that I left, that I didn't know I left. I was able to see evidence of it, which made me decide to be even more intentional about creating these cultures, communities for us. So with that said, right now, Gator U, that's his own community. I got a Destination Helpers community for men. So for the men, that's there. And the next community I'm going to create is specifically for graduate students, doc students within the helping profession. And the group is going to be called The Table. Just like the lab, we got the table specific for us to help you on your journey. That's still in development, but I'm sharing it now in real time because it's coming. It's coming. So Gator U is the place where we all are. And then I'm just going to start creating other communities within the community because we all need community in different ways. So the table is coming and it's exactly what you think it is. I'm going to build my own, I'm going to create my own, and I get to decide who's at it and who's not. And that's us, because I want you to think about the table as your board. Gator U, the lab is a board. I don't know who's going to be here and who ain't, but whoever here is exactly who's supposed to be here. Whoever listens, this is exactly who's supposed to hear it. This connects back to the spiritual piece. And I'm only moving spiritually and organically and intentionally. That's it. And whatever happens, happens. And so far, things have been happening. Things have been happening. So there's that. There's that, family. Y'all heard it here first.
Love it.
Garth, welcome to the show, baby. Bridget said it's a show today.
Yeah, it's on the show.
It is a show. It's a concert.
Oh, man.
Small delay, but I'm here.
You here, man. Don't matter when you're here. Don't matter when you're here. You exactly
You got here.
when, where you're supposed to be here. So, what else? Because I got plenty, and I just want to be mindful. I don't run out.
So this is like the last week of the year of the snake. And then the fire horse comes in next week.
Okay.
I forget what culture it's from, so I don't know. I've been studying a lot. There's not a lot of brain cells when they're working together, but I know that's a thing that's happening. I'm just wondering how that's landing for people. Like, do you feel the shift of the energy of things? And how are we taking care of ourselves?
That's good. That's good. Who wants it? Who wants it?
Well, I was just diagnosed with pneumonia and a blood clot in the leg. So I'm just trying to survive.
That's real, Garth.
Yeah.
And love, healing, health, your way. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for being here despite.
Yeah. I feel that every day, Meg. There's always an energy shift. And I think when we are elevating and in this spiritual realm of, I'm always like, it's just an energy. It's like if you're elevating and like we're just a particle within the cosmos, right? And we're like elevating into that. Like there's it's a constant. And so as we're shifting and as we are growing and we are learning and we are keep curious and we're inviting those that understand that spiritual realm and that language, like it just elevates you into a higher realm. And so if you aren't elevating, if you aren't moving, if you aren't feeling a change, you're stuck. And so, it all aligns with the sun, the moon, the rain. And right now it's raining here in California, Northern California. And I love it. It's like we needed this spiritual cleanse right now. There's a lot going on within, this campus community with lots of people that are hurting and, just a lot of things happening. And so I believe that on a constant, that there is a change and there is a shift. and everything is intentional. It's on purpose. So as I was driving here today to campus, my heart's pulling to the ocean, and I'm like, I need to get there in the next couple of days, because I sense that like we carry so much from our ancestors, and honoring the land because it's the land that our ancestors were on. And I listen to that. It's in my heart. It's in my spirit. I know that there's a reason I need to take an offering to the ocean. And so when we're listening to those spiritual callings, there is that energy exchange. There is that shift. And so we need to pay attention to that. Sometimes I'll be driving to work and I'm like, oh no, I'm not going on the freeway. I'm actually going to take the back road. I don't question it. That's just what's on my heart. And as I'm parallel the highway and the back road, I'm like, I'm glad I came this route. There's a huge bad accident on the freeway. Everything is just, you have to listen to that. So I appreciate you bringing that in here, because I think it's part of our spiritual selves. Just a human. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, and if we continue to believe that and move in that way, life is just it is a gift, right? And I say all that to humble myself and say that every moment of the day is not easy. I work with people, and I'm sure you're familiar with this. It's, I had a bad day. Like, really? Like the whole day, 24 hours? Like, wow, like I know I have bad moments in the day and I wish they didn't happen. And you know what? What did it teach me? It taught me patience. It taught me to sit still. It taught me to be more curious around why that landed that way. But a bad day? Nah. So thank you for asking about that.
Same here. I'm gonna take that and run with it, because it is intentional. It is a part of where we are, and if you're connected spiritually, which everyone here is, you notice it. You pay attention to it. So you were able to name what I've been feeling. I didn't know what it was, but you named it, because two things happened yesterday. Literally yesterday, I'm feeling like I'm about to combust. I'm working from home, working in the office. I've been doing a lot of that more because I'm doing some deep dive stuff. And I just felt my energy being closed in. I just felt like, it's being closed in. I need to get out of here. And I felt that. And usually the old me, I will wait till I'm overwhelmed. And now I'm pissed, grabbing keys, running out, and this evolution spiritually let me know, my future self kind of tapped me on the shoulder. Hey, now's a good time. Send this last email. Now's a good time. Now's a good time. And I finally listened to him. So I was able to just walk out, get my things, and just take a walk. It's a trail not too far from where I am. And I just walked the trail. So just thinking spiritually, this trail, for whatever reason, where we are in a neighborhood, there's a fence up, but the fence or the gate would always have an opening. When they finish construction, they close every fence off, close every gate off. I'm pissed too. Thank you, Meg. I was upset because how you gonna give me all this access, then take it away? However, uh, I'm walking and I'm like, I'm sure somebody is just pissed off about it as I am. So I'm sure, and within one of these cul-de-sacs, there's going to be an opening, and a block away from my house, there was an opening. And I was able to walk this trail, which was a gravel trail on one side and then the dirt trail on the other. I just went back and forth and just heard all I need to hear and receive. And it was kind of this transition of, this is why you needed to get out. Because I was in a place and space with mountains and everything else where it just flowed and came connected to me. That's part one. Part two, related to what you're saying, Bridget, of taking the back road versus the inner highway, feeling it. It's energy. So earlier this week, I was feeling the energy of, I need to be out in nature. I need to be around a park, but I don't know where. I'm in some random place. And I put it in the GPS, went to this random, it was supposed to be a park, but it ended up being a fire station. Why? I don't know. But it's a fire station. Go up there. It feels weird. I'm like, let me get out of here. I pull out a fire station, find this empty space. And I'm like, this is where I'm supposed to be. And it was another trail. And I ended up walking the trail, end up going by a water reservoir because I'm always connected to water. So it's just a water reservoir. It's hidden in plain sight. And I just allowed myself to be. And it was a very healing and therapeutic moment for me because I was able to shed whatever I was carrying naturally, organically, and spiritually. So this explains, Meg, what's happened to me with these two things. There's others, but these are the two that stands out the most that connects to exactly what you're talking about. Thank you for bringing it to this place.
Welcome. I can feel it too. So I was just wondering, I'm sure people are feeling it, but
yeah. So what is it like for you, especially knowing what is it like for you?
I can feel it. Plus, like I'm a Scorpio sun and Aries rising and Libra moon. So it's always like intense, balancing everything out, but I will jump in head first. So I'm trying to work on more systems when it comes to that because I know myself and I don't want to burn out again because I know that. Just chuck me in the flame, I'll figure it out. We don't need to, it doesn't have to be that hard anymore. I don't want to do that.
Yes.
So trying to come up with the practices. So now I transition my day a little bit more. So I know, okay, if I want to get up at 7 o'clock because I've been studying till midnight, that's fine. You can lay in bed until 7. Just ride the bike for 5 minutes. Don't do 30 minutes. It's okay. Or just take the dog for a short walk. And then after sessions, I will take some time, listen to some music, and move my body. So there's the like ideal routine, and then there's the realistic, we have things to do routine.
Yeah.
So my kitchen is destroyed. My clothes are all over the place. Who cares? I called my mom last week. Daddy's going to come while I'm taking my test, watch my dog, and clean my house. And I was like, thank you. Sometimes you just need your mom. Or you just need, like, my friend is in her finishing her fellowship post-residency. So we call each other a lot now. And she'll say, I got necrotic bone chip in my eye. And I'll say, I got yelled at today by a client, or whatever it is. But we have each other so that we can lean on each other, which has been incredible. So
excellent. I love it. Any others? All right, so I'm gonna give you what I got, and then we're gonna call it a day. So this all connects spiritually, change, transition, and even Meg, when you're talking about schedule, like I've been changing my schedule too. Like every week, I'm implementing new and different things to find what works during the season. So that led me to the topic for today. In addition to what we've already dove into, is chase versus attract. Chasing versus attracting. So my belief in this season, as we go to this next level, next layer of what's coming for us, we get to decide if we're going to chase or attract. It's a decision. And the reason I say it's a decision, because what I'm going to share with you, this exposure, it lets you have the option. Right now, you don't got an option. But when I tell you what I'm going to tell you, you'll have the option. So chasing, to me, equates to the grind. If I'm chasing, I'm grinding. I'm out here, I'm trying to get it. It's this, it's that, blah, blah, blah. I'm impatient. I'm trying to get, like, why this ain't happening? I'm frustrated. I'm stressed. That's chasing. Because chasing equates to the grind. And the grind is I have to give up something to get something. Just like a literal grind, a stone grinding another stone. I have to give up something to get something. And you can do that. However, if I attract, that equates to me being a magnet, which means I ain't got to do shit but sit here and look pretty. Come on. But even though I'm sitting here looking pretty, I'm doing the work within me. The reason I can sit here and look pretty because I'm in my basement and it's ugly, but nobody knows it, nobody sees it. But those who are doing the work themselves, that's how we shine so bright. So when it comes to these two, chase versus attract, PPTs always remains the same, meaning if I'm chasing, that equates to a grind. That grind will connect me to the people, places, and things that grind, that chase. That means this is going to be an endless hamster wheel. Versus if I attract, that means I'm a magnet. That means I'm present because I'm doing the work within me under the underbelly in the basement in order to be present in the living room. If I'm present in the living room, guess what? I'm going to attract the people, places, and things that's going to help me get to wherever it is I need to go. Because I'm attracting those individuals, places, things. So from today moving forward, you get to decide, am I going to chase? Am I going to attract? Is this the grind or am I being a magnet? Are these the PPTs that's going to help me get to the next level or the ones that's keeping me stuck? Ooh, that's a word. That's a word. Are you helping me or are you hurting me, harming me? And I hate to make it black and white, but I'm going to make it black and white for this. I get to decide, and my decision from today moving forward is to maintain the attraction as a magnet by being him, her, them. This is a practice, a daily practice, y'all, daily, where, this past week or so, my old self took the driver's seat of the struggle bus and we was going, we were chasing and we were grinding. This week, where I am, I'm no longer on the struggle bus. Everybody get their chance on the struggle bus. I'm riding it, but I ain't driving. So me riding it, I'm attracting because I'm a magnet because I'm being still, even on this ride, which is this journey called life, because I'm attracting the people, places, and things I'm supposed to have, and I have evidence of such, and that's enough for me. So in order to find out the facts from the beliefs is based off of evidence. Evidence is what you can see, feel, touch, taste, prove. That means it's real. I'm supposed to have this. Here's three examples in real time for all three of y'all. Despite what Garth dealing with, he's here. Come on, church. He's here, getting whatever it is that he need because he showed up. Bridget, here. I don't give a shit what goes on before y'all get here. It ain't none of my business. What is my business when y'all show up is exactly when you're supposed to. Showed up. What was the conversation? Exactly what Bridget need to hear because Bridget discovered and now shared, hey, y'all, I'm coming. I'm on my way. Doctor is coming. Which led the beginning, me and Meg here. Hey, let's talk about this piece. That's attraction. We're present. We got exactly what we needed within this hour. And this is the gift that's going to keep giving. That's what it means to attract. As a magnet, you're going to continue to receive what you're supposed to have. The best magnets are the biggest. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. In order to enhance and expand your magnet, meaning yourself, it's a lot of the basement work. And you have to turn your basement into a game room because I'm here to play. And when you play, I'm talking about big time. Mario and Luigi, they in the basement too right now. You got a Nintendo and both controllers work. Okay? That's next level. That's an energy, y'all. And I need you to use the energy we got from here to put it back out because that's what magnets do. That's what magnets do. They take what they need, they get what they need, boom, then they give it out. You load a magnet up, you can only load it up with so much before what? We lose everything because I don't need it anymore. That's where we are. There's people, places, hold on to this, y'all. There's people, places, and things currently that we have access to that we don't need anymore. In order for me to attract the new PPTs, I have to let go of the current and past that don't serve my future. That is it. That is all. Questions, comments, concerns? I love this. I love y'all. Like, come on. Can you believe this? We get to do this shit every week.
It makes me think of like, when you go in the ocean and you know how to swim and there's no rip currents. And you're standing there and you're just letting the waves hit you. You can either let them smack you in the face or you can like hop a little bit to like meet the moment. So like what you're saying is like find the flow. And don't hold it all, but like find the flow and then just move it along.
That's it. That's it, man. I love it. I love that analogy. That's spot on. Spot on. Any others? Man.
I like the magnets, but a word of caution. Magnets, all they do is attract.
Ooh.
That's
Ooh.
it. They don't differentiate between good, bad, whatever, right? All they do is attract. So watch out.
Speaking facts, baby. You speaking facts. You are speaking facts. I'm here for it. Any other? Oh man. Family, y'all just made my whole week. Okay? Y'all just made my whole week. With that said, no lab next week. No lab next week. No lab next week. I'm traveling. I'll be in Birmingham. So if you're in Birmingham area, let me know. Let's link up, do some coffee or something. And I'm really excited, and I'm speaking it now, even though it's not there yet. I trust. Going back to Birmingham, I haven't. It's been years since I lived there. 2015 was the last time I lived there. So it's been a while. So going back, I got people all around the area, and it's like I can't go visit everybody, but what if I could bring everybody to me? So I plan on hosting my own homecoming where people from all over that's directly or indirectly connected to me, we're just going to be in the same space at the same time and see what happens. Just like what we do here, I'm going to do in person in Birmingham for the first time, and we'll see what happens. I'm just trusting me. I'm leaning into what I feel, move, to do, to be, to see, and I'm giving it away to whoever wants it because I'm living in abundance at this time. So I got plenty to give, and I'm in a place and space to give it. For many of us, you're not in abundance, you're at a deficit, and you still give it. That's for whoever want it. Whoever want it. All right, I will see y'all in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So let it be known. No lab because of travel. But outside of travel, like I'm here. I'm here. So I love that I'm growing because y'all remember last year, I wasn't even this far ahead of my weeks to know I was traveling. Just be the day of, hey, we gotta cancel. I'm growing up, y'all. And if I'm growing up, y'all growing up too, because we're growing together. Much love, everyone. Take care of yourselves. I will see y'all in 2 weeks.